When Sony hints at a potential PlayStation Vita successor, Naughty Dog teases a new game, and rumours swirl about FromSoftware acquisition. The gaming world gets exciting, and if that's not enough, Blizzard is making waves with news of an open-world shooter. Welcome to the hottest gaming news of the week. Naughty Dog, the studio behind legendary franchises like The Last of Us and Uncharted, seems to be working on a brand new project, and it might be closer than we think. After delivering The Last of Us Part 2 in 2020, the studio has been relatively quiet about its next big move. While a multiplayer spin-off for The Last of Us was in the works, that project was shelved last year after years of development. So, what's next for Naughty Dog? According to recent insights, the studio has been quietly developing a new game since 2020. What's particularly exciting is that this isn't just another The Last of Us installment, though reports suggest a third part is also in very early stages. Instead, Naughty Dog seems to be branching into the realm of science fiction. Neil Druckmann, the creative mind behind many of the studio's successes, hinted in a recent podcast that this project is aiming to deliver a more player-driven experience. That's a big shift from Naughty Dog's usual focus on tightly controlled, narrative-heavy gameplay. However, here's where things get even more interesting. The podcast where Druckmann made these comments has since been set to private, making it no longer accessible to the public. All that remains is the podcast's thumbnail, which has sparked even more speculation among fans. Why was it made private? Was it a slip of the tongue about the project, or simply unrelated circumstances? Whatever the reason, it only adds to the air of mystery surrounding this new game. This new direction opens up countless possibilities. Could we see sprawling alien worlds, futuristic tech, or an entirely new approach to storytelling? With the game in development for nearly 4 years already, the timeline suggests we might see an official reveal as early as next year. However, game development is rarely smooth sailing, and there's always the chance of delays or creative shifts. What's certain is that expectations are sky high. Naughty Dog has built a reputation for pushing the boundaries of storytelling, visuals, and gameplay. If this sci-fi project lives up to the studio's track record, it could become one of the most anticipated games of the decade. Until we hear more, fans will have to sit tight and let their imaginations run wild. For years, rumours have been swirling about Sony's potential interest in acquiring FromSoftware, the studio behind critically acclaimed titles like Elden Ring and the Dark Souls series. But recent developments suggest that Sony might not just be eyeing the studio itself. They could be targeting its parent company, Kadokawa Corporation. This could be a game changer in the industry, as Kadokawa isn't just about games. They're also a powerhouse in publishing, film, and television. According to a report from Reuters, Sony is already in talks with Kadokawa, with discussions centered around a potential acquisition. If this deal goes through, it would not only bring FromSoftware into Sony's fold, but also give them access to other assets in Kadokawa's portfolio, including Spike Chunsoft, the studio behind titles like Pokémon Mystery Dungeon and Danganronpa. It's clear that Sony isn't just interested in expanding its gaming dominance, but is looking at the broader entertainment ecosystem as well. The buzz doesn't stop there. Kadokawa itself recently confirmed that Sony has expressed interest, though no final decision has been made. Interestingly, the Reuters report seems to have had a direct impact on Kadokawa's stock, which surged by an impressive 20% shortly after the news broke. This suggests that investors are taking the rumours seriously, even if the deal isn't finalised yet. For fans of FromSoftware, this raises plenty of questions. Would this acquisition mean exclusivity for future games, like a potential Bloodborne 2 or the next Souls-like title? Or would Sony allow FromSoftware to maintain its multi-platform approach? Given Sony's history with timed exclusives and platform loyalty, it's a topic that's already dividing fans online. What makes this rumour even more compelling is how persistent it's been over the years. While there's still a chance that the talks could fall through, the scale of this potential acquisition makes it one of the most intriguing stories in the gaming industry right now. For now, all we can do is wait and see if Sony is ready to make its next big move, or if this remains just another chapter in the ever-growing rumour mill. Blizzard, a studio known for iconic franchises like World of Warcraft, Diablo and Overwatch, is reportedly stepping into new territory with an open-world shooter. According to recent job postings, the studio is looking for a design director to lead the creative vision of an unannounced project. What makes this particularly exciting is that the position specifically mentions an open-world shooter, signalling a potential departure from Blizzard's usual formula. The timing of this news is significant. With Activision Blizzard now under Microsoft's ownership, Blizzard seems to have more creative freedom than ever before. This could be an opportunity for the studio to experiment and push boundaries without the pressure of delivering a guaranteed blockbuster under former CEO Bobby Kotick's reign. The job listing even highlights the focus on innovative features, which suggests this won't be a simple rehash of existing ideas. But what exactly could this new game be? Some fans speculate it might be a revival of the long-cancelled StarCraft Ghost, or perhaps a fresh entry in the StarCraft universe. This theory gained traction after journalist Jason Schreier hinted at Blizzard working on a StarCraft-related shooter in the past. While there's no confirmation, it's a possibility that has the community buzzing. On the other hand, this might be something entirely new, a brand new IP designed to capitalize on the growing popularity of open-world, exploration-heavy games. Blizzard's track record with creating immersive worlds makes this a tantalizing prospect. Imagine a universe with the polish of Overwatch, but expanded into a vast, explorable open world with deep lore and dynamic gameplay. However, it's important to temper expectations. This project is likely in its very early stages of development, and games of this scope can take years to complete. While it's exciting to imagine the possibilities, it could be a long time before we see any concrete details or a release date. For now, all we know for sure is that Blizzard is venturing into uncharted territory, and the potential for something groundbreaking is certainly there. Whether it's tied to an existing franchise or represents a bold new direction, this open-world shooter is definitely one to watch. And that wraps up this week's biggest gaming news. Which of these stories has you most excited? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's updates. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.